Hello, everyone. My name is Danny. This review is for the movie called Hustlers. Inspired by a true story, Hustlers follows Destiny, a young stripper struggling to make ends meet. That is, until she meets Ramona, the club's savvy top earner, who shows her the way toward making big bucks. But when the 2008 economic collapse hits their Wall Street clientele hard, Destiny and Ramona concoct a plan with their fellow strippers to turn the tables on these greedy power players. It's a wild, modern day Robin Hood tale that critics are hailing as enormously entertaining. This is a 2019 film. It is rated R. It runs a little under 2 hours, and it stars Constance Wu, Jennifer Lopez, Julia Stiles, Kiki Palmer, Lily Reinhardt, Lizzo, and Cardi B. This is Hustlers. I apologize for my cold. Got my Kleenex nearby here. So, of course, this was in theater. Of course, I did not see it. I just saw it the other night here on DVD in the privacy of my home. And I didn't know what to think because there was a reason why I didn't want to go see it in theater. And I think I was pleasantly surprised. I really was. It was a lot better than I ever thought it would be. It was a lot more interesting than I thought it was going to be. I guess I probably remember hearing that it was a true story, but the true story part of this movie made it a lot more interesting. The times that they zap forward and zap backwards, trying to tell us, about what's going on and everything. It made it a lot more interesting instead of just going straight through. And the fact that what people were doing along the way, when it mattered, those things had consequences and had a reason for happening, kind of legitimized this movie a lot more. Yes, there's a lot of the stripper action and club action, and while that's enjoyable, it's not relevant. It's just people partying. It's just people being on stage. There's no storyline happening during those times, and so the rest of the time when there is a story, it's actually pretty nice to have because then it kind of makes things interesting and keeps things moving, and it really helps the movie out a lot. I think. Uh, there are so many people involved with this movie. Of course, Jennifer Lopez is a great actress, and this is a good role for her. I don't think she had to try very hard to make it work. Like, she was more herself than a character. And the most annoying character is this last one, Cardi B. She's just using language and saying things, and everybody thinks she's funny, and it's awful. But everybody else seems to chip in their character pretty well. Be outgoing and kind of. It has the feel of not Robin Hood, but maybe like an Ocean's movie when they did the female Ocean's movie, something like that. Because it is interesting. There is stuff happening. There are people getting swindled. There are people, trying to make a living off of this illegal activity that they're doing, and it's interesting. Um, I would say that the ending is a little disappointing. Um, as the movie goes on, I get a little bit more excited about how things are going and that I'm actually enjoying myself. And then the ending was the ending, and I was like, oh, is that all? It's kind of like, is that all? So a little disappointing. I think it could have been better in some areas. I think it could have had better interaction between Julia Stiles and the rest of the cast. Julia Stiles is fine. I think she could have been more of a character instead of just herself. I think that the story could have been a little bit more interesting. I think it could have moved along a little bit more. There are a couple scenes here and there where they're just there. Like this Christmas party they have. It's fine to see people exchanging gifts and hanging out together for 10 minutes, but do we really need it? No, not really. So it doesn't hurt the movie all that much, but it's not a completely well done movie. There are a couple scenes, there are a couple instances where I just kind of wondered what's going on. The ending was disappointing, and a couple of the characters were less than satisfactory. So that's the only reason why I think I'm gonna grade this movie a B minus. I think Constance Wu being our main character was fine, but I think they kind of got distracted by a lot of the stuff going on, and the focus wasn't on her the whole time. And Jennifer Lopez just kind of does that to people, and Julia Stiles can do that to people too. And there was just a lot going on that I think maybe it could have been handled better. And the flash forwards, as interesting as they were, I thought they maybe were a little distracting. So with the minor flaws and the mostly enjoyment of the movie, the nice unique idea and story, I think B minus is a good grade for this movie, The Hustlers, or just Hustlers. Thanks a lot, guys. My name's Danny. If you like this or any of my other videos, try and give some of them a watch. Like and subscribe to my channel if you would. And enjoy your movies. Thanks.